Hello everyone, welcome to Success Strategies. Ever wonder why some people tend to achieve more, why the success of others plateau over time? It is not because they are superhumans or they have more talent or they have more opportunities. It is because of consistency. In this video, I'm going to be teaching on the power of consistency. The power of consistency. There is power in showing up every time at what you do. When you cultivate the habit of doing something repeatedly over time, it has the potential to accumulate over a period of time, and before you know it, it compounds. The power of consistency is enormous to the extent that it can give you an exponential result in what you do if you do it over and over again. Now, let's take for instance, you save a certain amount of money, as much as little as it is. For example, let's say for example you set aside $1 every week. In 30 days you would have saved $30, and if you multiply that over a year, that would have compounded. If you multiply that over 10 years, that is a lot of money. In the same vein, if you want to change your perspective, if you want to change the way you see the world, when you read 10 pages of book per day, before you realize it, in a few number of years, you discover that you become a changed person. This is the power of consistency. You have given yourself a target that every day I'm going to read at least 10 pages of a book. In just few years, you realize that your perspective will change. This is the power of consistency. Even in your habit. In your habit, if you begin to change your habit, you begin to replace your habits. You begin to replace the bad habits with good ones. Over a period of time, you realize that you are not going to be the same person. We have uh, examples of people who have practiced consistency over time. Okay, let's take for instance, let's look at Warren Buffett. We heard that Warren Buffett started investing early, and little wonder why he's a billionaire. He had been investing over time, and he became a billionaire, I think, in his 50s. And today, even at his age, he still remains a billionaire. In fact, he's the oldest living billionaire right now. So that is the power of showing up, the power of consistency, the power of moving forward, the power of showing up every time. Not only in investing, look at athletes. If you look at successful athletes, successful boxers are not made in the ring. They have practiced over time, and when they come to the ring, when they come to the boxing ring and they win a medal, that is not just the day they prepared for that success or for that victory. It is something they have been practicing over time. And even those in the field of soccer, for example, so many examples exist. We learned that the legendary footballer uh, Ronaldo give himself some time to practice, uh, they are even when they are done with the team training. Every time when you see athletes, you see them virtually every day engaging in training. So if you are going to make a change in your life, you've got to have uh, you've got to look at where you are going, what will lead you there. Then you begin to practice over time. It is not something that will happen overnight. Success will not happen overnight. So the journey to success is not a day journey. However, it is a daily journey. It is a daily journey. You've got to change uh, the way you pursue what will lead you to success. It is not something you do and you abandon over time, and you do it again and you abandon it over time. You've got to move forward, just like an athlete running a long race. You see, the person will begin to push, the person will begin to move forward in spite of challenges, in spite of bottlenecks, in spite of roadblocks. That is how you can arrive at your destination. So it is very important. Let's take for instance, for us to get this analogy very well. Let's take for instance your tap. You open your tap to drop. You open it to be dropping or to be leaking. If something is leaking, just leave it. Just leave it. That drop, leave it. Put uh, a bowl or a container and go to bed. You will be surprised that the following day you are going to have the level of liquid, the level of water you are going to have in the container will surprise you. And that is the power of consistency. As much as little as it is. In fact, there is a proverb that a little drops makes the ocean. So little drop that is coming every time, little drop that is consistently coming becomes big over time. So I want to challenge you that despite obstacles, despite uh, challenges, remain consistent in your course. Now, what are the practical takeaways that I want us to hold in this video today? Number one is that don't chase perfection. Do not chase perfection. As a matter of fact, this video that I'm doing is not perfect, but I don't have to wait until it is perfect before I publish it. I know over time I'm going to be better doing my videos, making presentations more than I'm doing. And so also I want to challenge you that do not wait for perfection. Consistency is the key. Another thing is that set goals. Set micro goals. Set micro goals. Your goal in a day may be that if you want to change your uh, attitude, for example, your habit, if you want to change your habit, your reading habit, for example, maybe as a student, you may give yourself that today I'm going to read, every day I'm going to read 10 pages of a textbook. I'm going to read 10 pages of a textbook, and you'll be surprised that in very little time there will be a change. So also, if you are investing, you may decide that every month I want to set aside this particular amount of money. Then another thing is you should track what you are doing. You should look back and track if you are able to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. Then another thing that you should know is that you should trust the process. You should trust the process. You should trust the process. It's very important. Results lag behind effort, but over time it catches up with it. When you are doing something, you think, am I getting results? No, it is results usually lag behind effort. When you are doing it, it will look as if you are not achieving anything, but over time it will catch up with it. I want to challenge you that success is not really about giant leaps, it's about steady and consistent effort made over time. Thank you very much for your listening attention. See you in other video.